After the surgery, my son asked me, how do I feel about what's happened to me? And I said, I'm really grateful, which was sort of an odd answer.
3 months ago, my patient Faye, who's 88 years old, fell and fractured her hip. Today, she's walking independently, back outside on the trails, full of life, back to doing what she loves. And her recovery wasn't luck. It's a reflection of how she lived before her injury. She walked every day, stayed active, surrounded herself with loving family, and spent every day focusing on growing and living with purpose.
I've always tried to look after myself.
Okay.
On the trail around home, I would do about a mile and a half.
Every day?
Every day. I had a really bad accident that wasn't from doddering over and falling over. After the surgery, my son asked me, how do I feel about what's happened to me? And I said, I'm really grateful. I said, I'm grateful because I found the strength to make myself go out when I didn't feel like walking on the trail. I didn't want to walk on the trail. I'd rather do puzzles or look at Netflix, thank you, just the same. I did it for my family because I don't want my family to have to look after me. So I would go out every day and walk a mile on the trail. Sometimes I would do another half a mile on the trail. Even when I didn't want to do it, I always felt better after I did it.
The patients like you who take care of themselves, who are invested in their health, always do better. And so you, to me, are such an inspiration. 88 years old, had this hip fracture, which is a terrible injury, and you're sitting here in my office, back walking miles a day on the trail. I think that's just such an inspirational story for other patients to see.
Well, I have another part of the inspiration. And that is that my doctor had an 8-year-old patient come in and said he was going to give her a partial hip replacement so she could get back on her walker and her cane. And when her son said, she walks 1 or 2 miles a day, he listened and he gave me my life back by giving me a full hip replacement.
Yeah,
And I'm
so
very,
glad.
very grateful.
Well, I am so grateful to you. It is such a joy to see you in my office. Love seeing you. Get so happy every time. Love that you're doing well. And now...
And by the way, therapy afterwards, and stick to it.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
that's part of why I'm doing so well.
You inspire me every time I see you, and I want other patients to see you so they can be inspired. And it's just so glad to see you doing well. It's just wonderful. Thank you
It's
for
been great.
everything.
Thanks, doctor.
Thank you so much.